Namaskar, friends. I am Sanjay Mansukhani, and today I will be taking you through another edition of the Secrets of the Law of Attraction. In today's particular episode, we will look at a very, very important quality which every peak performer, top achiever in life must have, and that is the power of intuition. Yes, intuition goes beyond what you have in your memory. Intuition goes beyond what you are experiencing from the world outside. Intuition is a window to the inside powers through which you are able to pick up knowledge from a remote source. So in today's edition, we will see how is intuition generated and what is the connection between intuition and concentration, and also how to develop concentration. What is concentration? So, dear friends, let's start on this journey. The vision for doing these programs is actually to impart knowledge to all those youngsters and business people out there who want to power their dreams, who want to achieve something big, something scalable, who want to become rich, super rich, and probably help society back based on the earnings which they have created through these programs. And the mission is very simple. It can be done by understanding what is manifestation and through the teachings of Master Key System by Charles F. Hannell, Sankhya Darshan and Yoga Darshan. Master Key System was written in about 1910 by Hannell. Sankhya Darshan is India's oldest philosophy in an organized logical format given by Kapila Muni about 3000 years back. And the Yoga Darshan is by Rishi Patanjali, which they say was formulated about 2400 years back. So, friends, we are looking at very deep knowledge out here, and you will be wonderstruck by what all you can do in your life. So, let's look at man. Man has dominated all things around him, and he has done that through the power of his mind. Yes, we are the only creatures, only animals, only living beings in this earth of ours who has the power to think. And not only power to think, but the power to think systematically, power to think in alignment with the powers of this creation, with the inner powers hidden inside himself. Therefore, man has the ability to design his destiny in his own way, all by increasing, bettering the quality of his thoughts. What are the vibrations which happen inside us? We all know this, the whole creation is vibrating. This whole creation is energy. This whole creation is matter. Now, inside us, in the mind, we have very fine vibrations. These vibrations can be called as thoughts. They are vibrating, they are not stationary, they are dynamic, and they have a very powerful existence inside us. So, my dear friends, just remember thought which you generate, or thought which you receive from outside, or thought which you store in your mind is a vibration, is a very powerful one. It can create the right energy, it can create the right matter, it can create whatever you want to create for yourself in life. So just remember, the more powerful our thoughts, the higher will be the frequency of our vibration. Now let's look at concentration and especially continuous concentration. You might ask, what is continuous concentration? So let us see first what is concentration. Concentration to me is to bring your mind to one particular thought. That is concentration. And when you're able to hold it there for a long duration, continuously, without any break in the flow of thought, then that is continuous concentration. This continuous concentration is given to somebody at birth by Mother Nature, but there are very few people. Others, like you and me, have to develop it. And it can be developed only when you are patient in this exercise of development, when you are persistent in this exercise of development, and when you are persevering and you are following a well regulated system. If you're able to do all this, then let me tell you, you will have intuitive perception and immediate insight into the nature of the object you are concentrating upon. So, say for instance, somebody comes before you. So, you will have intuitive perception about him and you will have some immediate insights about him just by looking in a concentrated way on his face, on his body language, on his mannerisms. You will be surprised the amount of knowledge you can pick up through intuition. You will be surprised the amount of deep knowledge you can pick up from a person through insight. So, both intuitive perception and insight need concentration and they need continuous concentration. A continuous concentration is a practice. It has to be done with patience, with persistence, and with tremendous amount of perseverance under a well-regulated system. So you must have a teacher who can guide you, and then you will be able to achieve this. Another very important factor for getting a deep level of concentration, a very intensely deep level of concentration, is that when you have a burning desire, when you want to achieve something at all costs, then you will find there is intensity. And that intensity, even if for a moment there is a deep concentration happening and an intense longing to get what you want to achieve, then you will find it will give you much more than what probably 10 years of slow, normal, and forced effort would give you. Yes, effort is time consuming, effort takes energy, effort can be affected by other people outside, but concentration is in the mind, and the intensity of the concentration is in the mind. And in that moment, single moment of intense concentration, one can achieve growth, one can achieve progress, one can move further up towards our goal than what normal effort of number of years would have given you. So you must always remember, when you have a burning desire, the manifestation becomes simple. When you have a burning desire, the manifestation depends on the power which you put inside your thought. The manifestation depends on the intensity of your desire to see that desire in flesh and blood. Moving on, let's go further in this very interesting topic and very deep topic. Knowledge of this kind of a topic is generally not available. So we are bringing this to you in a special series called The Secrets of the Law of Attraction. So vibration, which we discussed some time back, is actually thought in action. And when a thought is in action, it is vibrating, so it is in action. It reaches out and attracts what all material is necessary to construct and build that thought. So, thought is a mental thing, and for it to manifest, it needs physical matter. It needs certain situations, certain circumstances to be present. So, the vibration in your thought, the intensity of vibration in your thought can attract, can bring in material, can construct your thought into the real world scenario. So, what is very important that you must do here is your thought must not only be constructive, but your thought must be filled with love. When you fill your thought with love, and when your thought is constructive, it is aligned with the universal powers which run this creation. It is aligned with your inner universal mind. So, when you are having a constructive thought, and when you are filling it with love, then both your conscious mind and subconscious mind are working together. And because they are working together in harmony, they attract all the power from further inside from the universal mind. And this universal mind is common to all this creation, all this universe. So that universal power, universal mind then attracts, pulls in material, people, and what all is necessary to achieve that dream of yours. So, where is our strength? Our strength primarily is in our predominant mental attitude. Whatever is our predominant mental attitude, that is bound to happen. It should not be a mental attitude. It should be a predominant mental attitude. So in all circumstances, in all situations, your mental attitude is full of constructive thinking. Your mental attitude is full of love. Your mental attitude is full of harmony. And your mental attitude is in alignment with the universal powers. And we must always also see that this is a hack actually, and some of you might be knowing it also. We must also see how can we concentrate on what we want as if it has already come into our life. Why is this so important? Our mind cannot distinguish between what is imagination and what is in the past. Because the imagination also is stored as memory, and the past also is stored as memory. So, whenever you retrieve anything from memory, it does not know whether it is actually there or it will be there. So, we use this property of the mind and we tell our mind that this particular ideal, this particular manifestation of ours is already existing, it is there. And then the mind sees if it is there already, where are the materials for it? So it immediately runs around, collects those materials, collects those people, and presents it as a fact to us. Therefore, whenever we have a powerful constructive thought, we have to visualize it as if it is a reality in the present. And I assure you, you will be able to get it there. By this power of concentration, which we have been discussing for some time now, we can allow, we can awaken, we can generate energy in the subconscious mind to manifest all our desires. So, concentration means not only about thinking thoughts, but also about changing thoughts to practical values. We might have a thought which is very idealistic, but might not be practical. So, by concentrating your mind on that, it might be possible that you slowly shift the idealism in that thought to a practical idea, to something which has practical value in your day to day life right now. Therefore, it is very important that we have to be as if we have achieved it rather than willing to have it in our life. So, you have to behave as if you're already there. Supposing you want to be a big industrialist, you tell your mind that you already are a big industrialist in your mental patterns, in your mental thoughts, in your dealings with people, rather than thinking, oh, I have to become a big industrialist. That is the point which has been made in this line. If your thoughts are weak, then they are barriers, they are obstacles to the mind manifestation. So we have to ensure that we have persistence of thoughts on the constructive object. And this will ensure that all our weaknesses go away. That means all your obstacles to manifestation will go away. When you're weak in your thoughts, there will be obstacles in your manifestation. When you're not weak in your thoughts, when you're persistent in your thoughts, and the thoughts are of something constructive, of constructive nature, you will find all weaknesses simply disappear, all obstacles simply vanish. It is magical, but this is how it works. Now let's take a look at intuition again. He says intuition is a power which we can develop when we work in concentration. So we have to arrive at more and more concentrated mind status. And then what happens? You will come to conclusions, you will come to decisions, you will come to knowing the facts without experience or without memory. So the mind will not scan memory, go into memory, open the memory, and then compare with some other memory, and then give you a solution or a conclusion. That is a very slow process. But intuition is lightning fast. It can happen in a flash. So we have the ability in us to arrive at conclusions, to arrive at right knowledge, to arrive at knowing the facts through the concentrated practice of continuous concentration. Another very important thing is we have the power of reasoning. The power of reasoning is of the conscious mind. Intuition is an activity of the subconscious mind, and reasoning takes time. Reasoning is a slow process, whereas intuition is a super fast process. Intuition can happen in an instant, but intuition will come to us when we practice being in silence. So very, very important, activities like meditation, concentration, focus, they all move you in the direction of intuition. And a very important thing, intuition can be cultivated and developed. You can cultivate it as if you are cultivating some plants in a garden, as if you're cultivating a crop, making it grow first, and then you will cut it, and then you will sell it in the marketplace. It can be developed. So you can start probably with a very low level of intuition, or probably even no intuition, and slowly, steadily build it up, build it up, build it up. And the Yoga Sutras, they say there are 7 levels of intuition. There are 7 levels of higher and higher knowledge. And there are 7 levels of power which intuition gives. So the more we recognize intuition, the more we appreciate it, it more frequently will come into us. This is the key thing to remember. Whenever you intuit, recognize that intuition, appreciate it, and you will find more of it coming to you. There is a law of compensation. We all know that. The law of compensation is, you can call it the law of karma. If you are in India and listening to this talk or this episode, then it is same as law of karma. We get back what we give. So here he is pointing out, you must practice to give in order to get. The more you give, the more you get. Yeah, so dear friends, with this we come to the end of today's episode. So what all we have seen? We have seen that concentration by itself is not enough. We must have continuous concentration. Continuous concentration can give us intuition, can give us insight. Intuition and insight can be cultivated and developed. It's a far faster process. The slower process is the reasoning mind, which falls back on experiences and memory. But intuition is super fast. There are 7 levels of intuition. And in order to achieve your dreams, your desires, your manifestation quickly, you must right now believe that you have already achieved it, you are there. And then the process of manifestation becomes simple. And let me tell you, when you go higher up in the hierarchy in corporates or in the business world, or for that matter, anywhere in society, you will find people who are at the top, they have a deep level of intuition compared to people at the bottom. Because at the top, at times, you develop a vision and you develop a mission and you drive an organization not much on data available, but on pure gut feeling, pure intuition. Thank you so much. Namaskar from my side. I enjoyed delivering this talk to you. It has come out of probably 20 years of experience in this subject. If any of you would like to delve further into this topic, then we can organize special classes for you. Or if you would like to learn manifestation, we are there to help you. Or if you would like to help you in manifesting your business goals, then we are again there for you. You can just contact us and we will take it forward from there. Thank you so much. And namaskar to you once again, and God bless you.